hope you all had a great Thanksgiving, but we have a lot to cover. So let's go. Welcome back, everybody. 30th of November already. Welcome back to the Microdose. Thanks for watching, subscribing, commenting. We've gotten a lot of comments here in the last couple weeks, and something I don't really talk about, but David, and he made a very nice donation through PayPal. Did you know you could do that? I don't really talk about it, but there's a link in the footer of my website that allows you to make PayPal donations. It's a little weird for me, but not unlike the traditional Buddhist begging bowl. There it is. If I give you something of value, maybe put a little something in my bowl. Yeah. I'll try to get a link in the show notes as well. Why is it that the most sought-after, attractive bicycle is always the one you can't get? It's human nature, I think. So a couple of you have asked about the changes that are happening within the Surly lineup. I got to be honest, you guys find out about this stuff before I do, and I don't really know how to feel about that. But I'll give you my take and kind of what it all means, right? So there's a bunch of them. And let's start with the most obvious one. Yeah, you could see that one coming from a mile away. The rim brake long haul trucker, the venerable LHT, gone but never forgotten. You know, I have to think that the disc brake bike was outselling the rim brake bike, and if you're going to reboot a model, you know, why would you reboot one where the sales are declining? What does it mean? Nothing. It means you're going to buy a disc brake bike. That's all. And if you are all misty and sentimental, there's 25 years worth of rim brake bikes out there. I'm sure somebody's selling one in your size. Yeah, that one's pretty easy. The next one, Troll. Also pretty easy. I think, you know, that's a bike, that's a model that's been around for a long time, and its relevance is declining by the minute. And I think especially with the release and subsequent wild popularity of the Bridge Club, due in no small part, I'm sure, to the videos that I've done. Ding, right there. It's made a lot of these other off-road touring bikes, you know, not as relevant. They don't sell as well. And, you know, it's got 26-inch wheels. I mean, again, what does it mean? It means you're going to buy a Bridge Club, more than likely. If you need a bike with 26-inch wheels, you're going to take my advice. You're going to buy the 700C wheeled Bridge Club, and then you're going to have a set of 26-inch wheels built, and yeah, that's that. This one was a bit of a surprise, but again, not all that surprising when I stop and think about it. Pugsley, you know, arguably the first widely available fat bike. A bike that really kind of set the tone for a whole genre of bikes, if you will. But, I think at least in my part of the country, what's happened is that people thought that fat bikes were a great idea, but found that they didn't really ride them all that much. Let's be honest, it takes a special individual to ride through the winter. And how many people need a bike that is situated in such a way that you can swap the front and rear wheels? 4, maybe, in the world? 4 people could find that useful? I don't know. So what does it mean? It means you're going to buy a Wednesday or an ice cream truck. Or you're going to do what I think most people ended up doing, which is you're going to buy a plus bike. Either a Krampus or a Karate Monkey, and you're going to run a 3-inch tire. And that 3-inch tire will do everything you need it to do on the few occasions that you ride in the snow. That's probably the most accurate thing there. This one, I got to tell you, is a surprise. ECR. So there will still be ECRs for model year 2021, but then that's it. And I got to tell you, of all of these, that's the one that surprised me the most because it leaves a hole in the line. All these other bikes, something else was either there already, and it just fills in that gap. Yeah, the ECR is, there's nothing out there to really replace it. My guess is, again, that's a bike that wasn't selling very well. And they probably or may do something with that Bridge Club platform a la kind of All City and what Salsa does with, the same bike with a couple of different build specs. I have no way of knowing that that's true. All of this is just guessing on my part. I don't have, like the hotline. But that would be my guess, is that they would do something with that Bridge Club platform with a higher part spec. Certainly makes it easy. You're not building another frame. After riding that new disc trucker, I do wish they'd put through axles on that Bridge Club. Who knows? So yeah, what does it mean? I don't know. It means maybe you got to buy a Bridge Club frame and build it. Certainly a valid alternative, valid route. Now this last one, I don't have any confirmation. All these other ones, I've confirmed it, This last one, I don't have confirmation, but it wouldn't surprise me. Man. The last of the rim brake bikes. Unless you want to count the steamroller. Which I kind of don't. Yeah. And this one, if it's true, I got to lay it directly at the feet of Surly. It's a great, great riding bike. But they just, from where I'm sitting, they never talked about it. They released it, and then that was it. When I first saw that bike, I questioned why it had rim brakes on it. And the answer I got was they were trying to appeal to kind of the classic randonnering crowd. Obviously, it didn't work. If it's the case, which again, I wouldn't be surprised because the bike hasn't sold that well, and it's just it's kind of a shame because it's a great riding bike. But I just don't think the powers that be explained it as well as they could have. No. So what does it mean? Well, I don't know. You're going to have to, I guess, there are certainly people out there that are looking for rim brake bikes. Make it your own. Hashtag. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, probably what you're going to do is nothing because apparently nobody was looking for that bike to begin with. So the end result is this is always a math problem. It doesn't matter what bike. And honestly, Surly, they hang on to models probably longer than anybody and maybe sometimes longer than they should. It's always a math problem. Always. And, why spend money building ECRs that aren't going to buy when you could take that money and build bridge clubs, which people are buying and do want. Yeah. Always comes down to the maths, as the Brits say. What do you think? Again, as soon as they're not available anymore, the people that are going to be up in arms looking for ECRs, I can hear it now. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. Let me know what you think. Again, we've kind of gone a little long today, haven't we? Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting and subscribing. If you like the content, why don't you give me a thumbs up? Better yet, share it with a friend, and maybe they'll subscribe too, and we can kind of grow this community together. That would be nice. If you're watching on Monday morning because you've got that notification bell rung, thank you. Let's make the most of the day. Until next time, be nice, work hard, ride bikes, play music when you can. I'll talk to you soon.